Hello and welcome to the UkeStuff channel. Today we're going to look at the chords and some strumming or picking ideas for the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now just as a reminder, first of all we'll take a look at the chords you need for GCEA, soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. Then we'll take a look at the chords you need for DGBE, baritone ukulele. And then we'll take a look at the chords/strumming of the song. And then also want to remind you that you can find the actual chord sheet for this song, what a lot of people call tabs, at ukestuff.com, where every new song in this channel shows up on ukestuff.com as well. So many thanks to Jonas over at ukestuff for all of his help with that. Well, let's take a look at the chords you need for GCEA, ukulele, soprano, concert, or tenor. I'll be using my Flight Spirit ukulele, solid acacia, top of the line flight instrument. The first chord that you'll need is the G chord, then the D7 chord, then the B minor. Now this is the first tricky chord of the song. It's a bar chord. Don't be afraid of it. You want to cover all four strings near the metal fret. Some people say to turn your finger one way or the other, but I just say make sure that your grooves aren't where a string is. And then, if you're holding the ukulele correctly, you can pull against the fretboard with your finger. You can actually pull it against you like it was a catapult ready to launch it out. And if you pull against it, that should be most of the force you need to get that clear sound. And then your thumb just has to help support a little bit. Then I add my third finger to the fourth string, fourth fret. And that's your B minor chord. The next chord is your G7 chord, and then your C chord. Then your E7. I find myself, as this is one of my favorite chords, I find that I rotate my hand up. I just twist it like opening a door up a little bit, and I just follow the shape of the headstock a little bit, and that's how I make my E7, and it's one of my favorite chords to play. Then the A7, and then C minor. C minor is a partial bar chord. Same thought as B minor. If you cover strings 1, 2, and 3 at the third fret and just pull against the fretboard, you'll get most of it right there. And then you just put your thumb behind to balance, and that's your C minor chord. The A minor 7, then the E minor 7, and then the next really hard chord. You can do it one of two ways. I use all four fingers generally. I put my first finger down on the fourth string, third fret, second finger on the second string, third fret, third finger on the third string, fourth fret, and pinky on the first string, fourth fret. That's the G diminished 7 chord. Some people also play that with a bar chord, but for me, I find that it works better with all four individual fingers. Work with however it works best for you. And those are the chords you need to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz on GCEA ukulele. Now let's take a look at the chords you need on DGBE baritone ukulele. I'll be using my mainland ukulele. It has a cedar top, rosewood back and sides, and living water fluorocarbon strings. The first chord is G, then D7, and then B minor. And there's a few ways to play it. You don't have to use your pinky, so you can put your first finger on the first string, second fret, second finger on the second string, third fret, and third finger on the third string, fourth fret, and that's your B minor chord. But another way that you can do it is you can kind of move your fingers around to make the movable, really the A minor shape. So if you think about what A minor would normally look like, we're actually going to do that with fingers 2, 3, and 4. So leaving the first finger on the first string, second fret, second finger on the second string, third fret, we're now going to reach over with the third finger to the fourth string, fourth fret, and then tuck our pinky on the third string, fourth fret. And that's another way that you can play B minor without trying to play two different strings with one finger. So B minor, either way of those, is the next chord that you'll use. Then there's the G7, the C, the E7, a bar chord, an A7. So again, you want to cover all four strings at the second fret with one finger. Make sure that none of the strings are in the grooves of your finger. And then if you're holding your baritone ukulele right, nice and steady, you put your finger near that second fret, not on it, but behind it. You can pull against all 4 strings, and you don't even have to use your thumb, really, if you're pulling against it. Gravity is helping you there, force is helping you there. And then you can just put your thumb there to help out, but then reach over with your second finger to the first string, 3rd fret, and that's your A7 chord. The next chord is the C minor chord. If you haven't done that yet, the first finger goes on the 4th string 1st fret, second finger goes on the 2nd string 1st fret, and pinky goes on the 1st string 3rd fret. That's your C minor chord. Then the A minor 7. Start by making your A minor chord, and then add your pinky on the 1st string 3rd fret, and that's your A minor 7 chord. Then E minor 7. Look ma, no left hand. And then finally your G diminished 7 chord. And while some people will play this with a bar chord, I don't. So what I do is I put my first finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, second finger on the 2nd string 2nd fret, third finger on the 3rd string 3rd fret, and pinky on the 1st string 3rd fret. And that 4-finger shape is really useful when you're walking up with the diminished chords, the diminished 7 chords right up the scale. So that's your G diminished 7. And with that, those are all the chords that you need for Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now, as it comes to strumming or picking, I'm going to give you 2 options here. One is, note that the recording really does fade in and out with tempo. Judy Garland takes great liberty with her singing, so it's not like she's following a steady beat. In fact, I was listening to the Is version of Over the Rainbow, and one of the things that really struck me is how rhythmic he is and how he sticks to a specific rhythm as he's singing. That is not the case with this performance. So it may be easier for you just to play single down strums with everything that you hear in the whole song. And as the cursor moves, change your chord. And that's option number 1. Just simple downstrokes with your thumb or one finger, whatever works for you. The other thing that I would suggest, part number 2, is a finger picking pattern. And I go back to this a lot, but it's because it works a lot. And this goes again back to Mike Lynch, who passed away a couple of years ago. He was one of the first ukulele personalities for ukulele out there. And he had a good relationship with Oscar Schmidt, had his own Oscar Schmidt model, and his teaching is still out there. So if you look up Mike Lynch, you can find Ukulele Mike Lynch out there. And his videos are still there, and they're always going to be there, which is fantastic. His legacy continues. But one of the things that he taught was a pinch maneuver, where you play strings 4, the one closest to you, string 2, and string 1. And you pinch those together at the same time. The other day I talked about it being like a claw machine that you can play at one of those kids' arcades and get a toy. So you pluck all those at the same time, and then you can pluck whatever else works for you or until the next chord changes. And you pluck all 3 of those with every chord change. So it sounds something like this. So the way that it would work is that every time that you saw the chord indicator change and it landed on the new chord, you'd pluck all 3 strings, and then whatever other strings work. So what I find myself doing is I pluck strings 1, 2, and 4 at the same time, and then I usually end up plucking 3, 2, 1, and then going wherever the next chord changes. Just wanted to show you that that sounds good on baritone too. And anytime that you want to play just the strum, go ahead and do it. So that should be all that you need to know to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow, along with the recording that was used in The Wizard of Oz and sung by Judy Garland. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll have some more content for you soon.